Do you have low amount of conversions, high cost per conversion, or low ROAS? Then you've come to the right place. We've prepared a guide on how to solve your Facebook campaign problems. This solution can usually be applied to all online marketing channels. This is Cernovsky from the online marketing agency Cernovsky. In 11 years, we have earned over $50 million in profitable revenue for our clients. I publish almost every day and I have a challenge for you. Watch these videos until the end of June 2026, take notes and most importantly test and try what I teach you in these videos. If you keep watching and testing until the end of the first half of 2026, you will know online marketing better than 99% of people and companies, and you will significantly improve your customer acquisition, sales and marketing results, and you will earn more money. Let's dive to the video. So guys, if you have high cost per conversion or low amount of conversion, a low ROAS, this is why it is. So if you have one of these three diagnoses, guys, if you have it, then I usually recommend to our, to people that I teach online marketing or even our clients, to basically reverse engineer it. So basically go how it's basically looking in eyes of your customer. So, the customer journey. So basically, customer journey, there you go, customer journey. And I don't mean like the full journey with, seeing your ads 5 times and clicking there and etc. Just the one that, basically starts with your Facebook ad. Then he's basically or she's going and here is the purchase. And the purchase is obviously low amount or a high CPA or a low ROAS. So you have your question mark here, why is that? And then you need to basically go from here to find out why this doesn't add. So number one, you have a high CPM. So the CPM stands for cost per mile or cost per 1,000 impressions. I don't want to go into details how this metric is calculated and blah 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 blah. Basically, what you need to understand is that high CPM is usually because of you are targeting a really small target audience. Let's say remarketing. Sorry, or you are not having a drastic variability of your conversions. You don't use videos. You have a bad looking creatives, banners, videos, or you are in a bad, let's say, season. So if you are, turning your ads on during the Black Friday period on Facebook, on Meta, for example, you will definitely have higher CPM than if you are running that in January, for example. So a lot of things, and only some of them you can influence. So that's why I don't want to spend any more time on CPM, because if you have a high CPM, just check that you are delivering great ads, great banners, great photos, great videos there in your ads manager. You have a variability, you are diversifying, the creatives, etc. You are testing different target audiences, and you don't have it all in remarketing. You have also acquisition campaign. You have proper ad setup, the campaign setup, etc. And then you should be good to go. And if you just have, CPM 5 to 10% higher, that's usually, some outside power or the outside influencers that are basically influencing your prices. Then you have maybe high frequency. Frequency is a number. Frequency. CPM is in your, currency, so US dollars, for example. CPM. Frequency is just a number. And usually, if you have a high frequency, that means that you did something wrong in terms of targeting. So you are most likely, targeting the same people, in terms of remarketing with the same banners, and they are reporting this as that they are not interested in. They are not clicking on it. They are commenting under that it is, you are spamming them, etc. And that's why if you have a high frequency, you might basically have these results, and there should be error in terms of your targeting, most likely. So since you are targeting, very small target audience, that means that, with your budget, the frequency is coming is going high. And what it does is it basically averts you even with the high CPM. And high CPM stands for, paying much more for delivering or getting, 1,000 impressions. And you don't want to pay, super high. You just want to pay just the right amount, basically. So these are the first two levers here. Then we have high CPC. So cost per click, that's the CPC. And CPC means that, how much does it cost you to get one click? The average amount, the average cost per clicks. And this is a really important one, because if you have a really high CPC, that means that there might be some error. And I will list you all these options. So you are targeting the wrong target audience, because if you are showing me some, products for lady 55 plus, I don't want to click on it. So, you are maybe doing bad targeting. You have maybe a low diversity and variability of your creatives. You have low performing banners, photos, or videos. So basically they are not interesting enough for your target audience or the people that you are showing that for. You have maybe a bad setup of your campaign. So that means that you are maybe targeting badly, or you are basically having different conversion or wrong conversion or wrong setup of your campaigns. Then it might be that basically you are with higher CPC, you don't have a really compelling offer. So you might have a really bad offer in terms of, for example, what your competitors have. And in that case, people just won't click on your ad because they know that they can get it for a better, whatever, price, cheaper, faster, whatever, somewhere else. Or basically your brand is just not that, let's say, famous in terms of your competitors' brands, and that means again that you might not get a higher amount of clicks. That means that you will have higher CPC. So there are a lot more stuff, and there is a lot more things that are basically coming to this one. But these are the most important ones, guys. So definitely try to dial this one in so you have lower CPC, and that means that you get more people to your website or, Shopify or ecom, whatever. Yeah, there we go. Same applies to CTR, but, backwards. So that means that low CTR is basically equivalent of high CPC. So CTR stands for click-through rate, and it is in percentages. CPC, again, is, currency, so US dollars. And if you have a low CTR, that means that your impressions are not converting in clicks. Usually I say people are just not interested in clicking on your ads. And that means that your ads are not that interesting, or you are again targeting wrong target audience. That's why, people are not interested in clicking. It's not fault of your ads, but you are targeting different people that are not interested in your product or your creatives or your service that you are providing through your ads. If you are targeting the correct audience and you still have low CTR, that means that your ads are bad and your offer might be bad too. So definitely try to dial these. So again, you can get more people to your web or e-com store or Shopify or whatever, and then you can obviously convert them. Fifth is you have a low hook rate. Hook rate is basically, guys, I just forgot. I need you guys to basically go here on this website, on my YouTube channel again, and support this channel, because we are literally together. We are building one of the biggest online marketing channels out there. I know, I have 4 subscribers. It's not a lot, guys, but trust me, I will be publishing really, really regularly, so almost every single day, except some vacation and time with my family. obviously you understand that. And we are publishing, videos from, practice. So literally videos that, from our 11, 12, 13 years practice, $50 million US, earned for our clients profitably. We are basically gathering all these insights, all the news, all the AI tips, online marketing tips and tricks, etc., and we are giving it to you for free through these videos. So if you want to have better marketing, if you want to get better results in terms of your business, e-com store, lead gen company, etc., this is the channel you need to follow. So subscribe to this channel and also click on the bell icon so you won't miss any future videos, and also click on the like button under this video. Thank you very much. Now back to the video. So you have a low hook rate. Hook rate is basically a percentage. Again, it's in percentages and only a video, not you can't get it in banners or photos. And what it means is that how many people in percentages, how many impressions you are basically transferring from impression to 3-second view on Meta. And it should be around or plus 40%. So if you have a decent video, a decent hook in your video, in your ad, you should be above 40% hook rate. Sometimes it counts from, unique reach, so the reach to for 3-second views. Sometimes it's from impressions. So I'm not sure which one will you use. We are sometimes using different ones for different companies. So it's really important to stick with the one metric so you can then analyze the trend and see what it does. And that means that you have basically low or weak hook. And that means that people just don't want to, watch your video, and they will basically scroll past your video. Then we have hold rate, again in percentages. And that means how many people will basically get from the start of the video till and I don't know if it's 10, 12 or 15-second mark. I'm not sure right now. I don't remember this exactly, but it should be 20+%. And that sometimes people measure a hook rate to end. So from 3 seconds till end. Some people measure it from the start of watching the video till the end. So, again, you need to be consistent with this metric. So in order to be basically able to analyze all these trends, etc. So again, what I want to tell you is that all these metrics basically means that you are not basically hooking your people strongly, so they are not sticking with your video and watching, till the 3 seconds or 10, 12, 15 seconds. So you need to work on your hook, on your video, on your beginning of your video. Then we have low conversion rate, usually CVR or CR, it's in percentage, and that means how many conversions are you getting from the amount of clicks you got in your ads manager. And that means that it usually, it's a single digit number of percentages. But again, don't, look for benchmarks on the internet, because benchmarks basically lie to you. You need to only compare your own previous results, or at least very similar offer, ads, the famous, how the brand is big, basically how famous are you, your company, what's the price of your product, what's the offer there, how is your setup, what's your budget, etc. All these metrics, how good is your e-commerce store, how do you present it on your e-commerce store, your product and services, etc. So there is a lot to basically influence this conversion rate. So you need to be aware that it's influenced by a lot of things. But if you have a high conversion rate, that means that people that click on your ad are converting in a high percentage, which is great. If you have a low percentage of conversion rate, that means that people clicking on your ad are not converting enough on your e-commerce store. So most likely you have a problem there. The pricing, the presentation of your product, the story, the checkout process, the presentation of your product, the brand, trust of your brand on your e-commerce store or website, etc. So you need to work on that. Then low ROAS. That basically means that you are not efficient enough in delivering purchases and the campaigns, and that means that the problem might be anywhere through here to here, and then you need to go basically step by step here to identify where is the problem. So the ROAS, or you have a high conversion rate, CPA, cost per action. If you have high cost per action, again, is it because of your low CVR, or is it because of, for example, low AOV, average order value? So what basically influences this? What's the thing behind that? And in order to that, guys, you need to basically go through all these metrics and analyze it in this, customer journey process, and analyze where is the bottleneck. And if you find it, you, for example, find that you have high CPC and low CTR, but your conversion rate is really good and the AOV is really decent, but your ROAS is down because you don't have enough people clicking on your ad because you have a high CPC and low CTR, then you need to improve here, CPC, CTR, these metrics in terms of targeting, ads, videos, banners, etc., etc. So you need to improve it here. If you find out that this is all great, CPC and CTR are all great, low CPC and high CTR, that basically means that you need to work here. You need to work on a conversion rate or AOV. And that doesn't mean that you will basically work on AOV or these metrics. That basically means that you need to find out what has the power to influence the CVR positively to be higher and AOV higher, and what has the power to have CPC lower and CTR higher. What is it behind that? And then you need to focus on those actions to basically adjust these things, adjust the targeting, adjust the creative process, the creation of the creative process, the diversity of your creatives, the setup of your campaigns. Then you have the product presentation on your website. You have all these, things, the description, short description, photos, videos, animation, the building the trustworthiness of your business, the references, reviews, the case studies, the bundles, the offers, etc., and all of these basically can then once you solve it, it's never solved, guys. That's the point. But if you can solve it at least till some point, then you find out that all of these metrics are basically getting better. And that's it, guys. I know this might be confusing, but this is how you actually do it. Most of the companies are not the type of company that basically, invent their first product and put it there and it's working like, magic. It's not like that. Usually it is, okay, it's not working, but where's the problem? And you go through this, and you tweak it here, you tweak it here, you tweak it slightly here, you tweak it here, you tweak it here, and then you see that conversion rate is getting up, AOV is getting up, CTR is getting up, and CPC is getting down. And if you can increase or decrease 20% at every single point of this, then it's 80%, increase of whatever. And that's the way how you basically do it, how you get better in marketing, how you get better in sales, how you deliver better ROAS, better CPA, cost per action, cost per conversion, and also conversion rate. So guys, that's it for today's video. I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate you watching till here. I highly appreciate if you can subscribe to this channel and also click on the bell icon. Also click on the like button under this video so this video can be shown to more people and more people can have better marketing and we can have a community around this channel because we are literally building one of the biggest out there. So thank you very much, guys. Highly appreciate it. Share it with anyone you would like to. If you want to ask me anything, just put it in the comment section. I would love to reply to you and give you some golden nuggets from my experience. And also don't forget to check this video out. It's a really good one. And I will see you guys tomorrow with the next one. Cheers.